That red dot.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it's opposite of what you think. Red is record, green is it's not. It's on pause.
On the screen, there's a red dot on the top right of the screen if it's
Yes,
recording? Okay,
that's
it's
recording.
It's recording then, all
If
right.
you push it again and it goes to green, you can pause it and then it's green. You
Okay.
would think green means go, right? But it doesn't. Not on the machine.
On the road.
They weren't into traffic lights.
All right, you ready? Take two.
Yep.
All right, take two. The time being 6:32. I'll call to order the Tuesday, February 25th, 2014, Tilton Planning Board meeting. Let's see. First on the agenda is Planning Board Case 1401, continuation for site plan review to remove existing building and construct a 3,400 square foot retail/office building with parking, stormwater treatment, and new sewage disposal system. Property is located at 304 Laconia Road in the Resort Commercial District, R20/27. That's also our first three things. And we do have a letter from Stephen J. Smith and Associates. It says, "Dear board members, this is dated February 20th. Please accept this letter as our formal request to table site plan review for Joseph Sterner, TM Lot 20-27 to your March 25th, 2014 meeting to allow us to respond to issues as a result of our February 17th, 2014 meeting with the Conservation Commission. Sincerely, Stephen J. Smith, agent for applicant." So with that in mind, we will
Make a motion to continue that meeting until the 25th,
I second that.
all
March
those,
25th meeting.
any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. So they are continued. So we'll jump down to Planning Board Case 14-02, continuation for site plan review of 216 Laconia Road, R20/20. And this is the car wash. Inside of the garage at Winnisquam Auto West. Right?
Yes, sir.
We have
Thank you. Attached to this one, I think.
That's the original one.
Sorry, it's on the file.
I would assume it was going
Oh,
to
no,
be.
here it is. File number 2. All right. So this is a continuation of that. We do have,
I believe we sent him to the Conservation Commission. That's why we continued it.
No, no, I asked for continuance so I could go to the site and
Oh,
look at it.
But we also didn't we add?
I did talk to Chuck Mitchell. I called him, or I guess I sent him an email, whatever, but anyway, we ended up talking on the phone, and he said that they had gotten this plan and they had looked at it, but at the same time, he received a copy of the permit or whatever you got from the state.
Right, right.
And he said that they had not written anything to the board because they went down through the conditions of approval that the state had put on them, and he said that they felt that they pretty much covered everything. So that's all he told me. And then he sent me a copy of
The DES letter,
Right.
that's what you're talking about, yeah.
Yes.
I think it covers everything too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just have, can we just go over your oil water separator?
Sure.
This Phoenix precast, that's the types that you're putting in?
Yes, they build to specifications.
Okay, and can you give me some idea about how much water these things hold? Like, or fluid?
I can have them built any specifications I want.
Okay.
So I usually have them so they're manageable, they're usually 3 feet wide and about 6 feet deep.
Okay,
So it's, I said it was 75
Okay,
gallons,
thank
but it's probably much more like 120 gallons or
Okay.
something.
so this would be, you've got about 4-foot diameter going this way.
That's correct.
But it didn't give me any.
Well, proportionally, it's about 6 feet deep.
Okay, and then this is your outlet that leads over to
That's
where
correct.
the swale's going to be.
Right. And what happens when the water goes in like this, it doesn't stir up any of the top, because
Yeah.
when the water comes in, it's below, and then
Right.
it gets forced out from down below, out. So
Right.
that's the whole nature of those things. So any of the contaminants that float up, they get trapped in there.
Mhm.
And normally, once a year, depending on how much you use it, once every couple of years, you come and you have them cleaned out by Clean Harbor, which is a tune of about $1,000. They come in, they suck it all out, and you clean it all up. And you
They already did.
You don't do a maintenance plan on your own?
You do, but that's the big way of handling
To
it.
get rid of,
To get rid of the little bit of film that will get in there, and
Let's
that's,
see what the body is.
we've always done it. And the state will come out, and they'll take samples, so you better have it clean and looking
Yeah.
good and operating, because
Yep.
they'll show up at any time, and
okay,
you don't have any notice of it, so you just better be on your game.
yep, okay. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. And that, what I'm showing you there is what they use typically for grease separators in restaurants, and they're all built the same.
Because the last one we forwarded over.
Yeah, I was just going back, I received the email
Okay,
from Captain Dawson, and I apologize, I thought it went to the full board,
right,
but it's only, I just went back to see who it was addressed to, and it was actually, because it wasn't in here, and it's addressed to Judy and me, so can I forward that to you?
I think I did actually forward it to
This, no,
everyone.
this came out yesterday.
Oh, okay,
Because I
okay,
think you forwarded us a different one.
okay.
Yeah, and I don't know how,
We got 2 from Catherine Dawson?
Yeah, this is the, I'll go make copies of it.
You have it printed out?
you have it
Yeah, I have it
printed out?
printed.
All right, here, yeah.
Or is it this one?
I'll just forward it to you.
What date is that? I don't know which one of these is the,
Are you still land used?
Yeah.
I have to update my, it says it does.
Did you get these?
Sorry.
No,
was this attached to that?
no,
No,
Did you
this
guys
is-
get this?
no,
I got that.
What was that?
I think this is the one that Dari forwarded.
this
Yeah, it's right here.
is February 24th.
Yeah, that came out last night. I thought it,
Now, she sent two
she
They're
said two
different.
There's two
separate.
different ones.
different ones, and they came, okay.
Would you make a copy?
We've got the one for everybody. There is one from the
Do you have it,
20th.
or?
No, I haven't got it.
Did everybody get her response from DES?
I did.
Yeah. It appears Dari forwarded it to everybody.
Well, she sent it again to you, and I forwarded it to him.
Yeah, I forwarded that one to everybody. Yeah, because when Catherine said, could you send this to the others, I forwarded it to everybody.
I just sent it to Barry.
Yours is the New Hampshire horses, right? Just make sure you're on the list.
Short dogs.
I had to make a phone that says planning board because all these emails were coming on. Put them on my
Okay, so that one's to everybody.
I put 'em,
I'd like to make a request, Eric, that in the future, that Selectman Dawson be notified that any correspondence should go to Dari and to you as chair, so that we can all get it.
And
I
here's
apologize,
the
I got it last night and I forgot to, I thought it went to everyone.
back. Did you get one? No, if you look on
There's
the back.
two. Oh, okay, all right.
I just printed them this morning.
Everybody got one?
Thank you.
Okay, so the one last night had this attached. So everyone needs copies of this too, right?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because it shows that last night said this attached. I just printed these out about 10 minutes before I came, so I haven't read them either. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, eh, boys?
We need, do you need this, Eric?
Which one is it? What's, I have,
The attachment that came like midnight last night.
I have a couple. There's two different ones.
Yes, you have it, so.
Hey, Dari,
Mm.
sorry.
Mhm.
The email I forwarded to you is different than this email.
Okay.
Another one?
Yes. I'm just reading.
There's a
this.
front and back.
No,
Did you turn
this,
it over? I put both emails on the same thing.
oh, okay, never mind.
All right.
This one only went to one person. Sorry, and that's one I was reading.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, if you turn it over on the other
Yeah,
side,
that was the one I was referring to earlier,
right.
and then this one I'm reading it, and I'm like, it's not the same.
Oh, I just, in order to save paper,
That's
I
fine.
printed both sides.
Thank you. As a budget committee member, I appreciate that. That's one of the issues that is a very big hot button,
Yeah,
the printers.
yes. You need some help, Judy? Well, from reading the state thing, it appears to me that pretty much everything is being addressed. The only thing that I could think of that I might ask for would be a maintenance schedule on when things are going to be attended to on your oil water separator. But I think pretty much everything is, I mean, when I first read this, my first thought was, he really wants to do this?
What's that?
Seems like with this list of things.
Yeah, well, it's.
Actually,
But I can't see, in looking through things, I don't see anything that has not been addressed in this.
I agree, they're pretty much on you, and they'll show up at any time.
Who wants copies of these?
Oh, I guess everybody's gonna want one. Are these the same or different?
Than what you just made? They're different.
Oh, no, they're different. Okay,
Usually about once.
do you have enough?
Like I
Let me
talk a
get-
little over and look at them, and you can see.
How many more are you
once a year,
making?
I'll call Clean Harbor. Once every 2 years, I'll call.
Has everybody had an opportunity to read the DES response? Because I don't see anything that is brought up that has not
Yeah, right,
been
that's part of it.
covered in that.
I gave him one.
I already have this.
I'm gonna hold on
I
for
got this one.
All right,
Okay.
here you
Received February 4th.
How many more do we need?
go.
These are.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, he has.
I got one in my hand.
Here's one, so 1, 2, 3 more, I think.
4.
4. Who, Eric? Yeah. Oh,
Yes, sir. Oh, wait, Eric has it? Okay.
and you.
Yeah, no, no, it's all good.
Well, while we're waiting, could you just review now you told us last week, or last time we got together that you would only be doing a
Right, I'll
couple
be-
of cars?
Mhm. It takes approximately 4 to 6 hours to detail a car.
Mm-hmm.
So, my guys, they work 8 hours a day, so you'd be lucky if you can do 1 to 2 cars a day. The detailing, a lot of it is interior work, cleaning it, armor-rolling it, buffing the car, a lot of it, I mean, we're talking about the water, but this is a very small portion of it, but it is part of it.
Yeah.
So, if you would meet my detailer and talk to him, or meet any of the detailers around here that all have jobs doing it, they don't spend a lot of time washing the cars, they spend a lot of time cleaning cars. They use Q-tips, they go in between the vents and get all the dust out of the Q-tips, and, you know, it's that kind of a thing.
Well, to me, that speaks for itself. When you talk about detailing, you're not talking about washing a car. You go through a car wash, you're gonna wash a car.
Right.
If you want it detailed, you spend,
Big
Big
bucks,
bucks.
yeah,
they have somebody do mostly interior work.
correct.
And you won't be spraying engines.
You learn pretty quickly if you're in this business, you start spraying engines, they start backfiring, gives you all kinds of mechanical problems.
And that was addressed, I think, the
It
last
was.
time you were here, so.
Right.
And it also, the DES says right here, you will not be washing heavy equipment, fleet trucks, or open washing of public
Correct.
vehicles. It says that right,
Yeah,
Right,
it's
they
spelled
address
out by
it.
DES.
yeah.
And big trucks won't fit in the garage space that we're talking about.
I was gonna say it'd be hard pressed to
Yeah.
I was
get
gonna say that.
a very big one in there.
They only get it in there once, and that would be the end of that garage.
Yeah.
He just said a word that I was checking you said armor all.
Yeah.
And check me if I have a lot of stuff going on
Yeah,
here
sure.
tonight, but I thought you had said that you're gonna wash the cars outside.
No, what I was saying is, that-
Everything will be in the garage.
right, what I was saying is that you don't need a permit to wash your cars outside.
Right.
So you can wash as many, like we all wash our cars in the driveway. You can wash off pollen, I can wash off the salt, you can do that outside, and they go around and they spray off the contaminants that come up from the air and the roads. That's what I was saying. But cars have to be washed on days like today,
Right.
inside. Otherwise, they freeze up like a solid block.
Correct.
So you do have to wash them inside, and you dry them off, and
Yeah.
that's how that works.
Because you said armor all.
Armor is the interior that you use along
So
the
you're not gonna use
dashes.
any armor all on the tires or anything like that?
Not really, we don't. We use simple green on almost everything.
Right. Well, no, I printed out the MSDS on Simple Green, and then I pulled up online I couldn't find an American version, but I found the UK version of Armor All,
Yeah.
and it was a UK website, and one of the things it says, ecological information, and this is just why I
Sure.
only bring it up. It says that it's harmful to aquatic organisms, may cause long-term adverse effects in the aquatic environment. So that was just a concern that I had regarding Armor All, and because I know if I go and clean my car, I armor all the interior, and I also sometimes treat my tires. And
Right. The other thing I would say about that would be the last thing that you would do if you were
Right.
going to do it, and then you'd pull the car out. You wouldn't armor all the car and then wash that off. You'd want that on.
No,
but-
but if you spray it, it's
We
going to
don't
be in
use
the
it,
base. It's going to be on the concrete
Right.
floor, and then it's going to go down that drain and go out.
I
into that
agree,
swale.
we don't use it on
Okay.
the tires, so.
I was just concerned about that.
No?
Is that a spray or is that a cream that you put on the
It's a
floor?
spray. Well, someplace.
I use a cream when I use Armor All.
It comes in a sponge, it comes in a spray,
Yeah,
that
and I use
company
those
goes
white
crazy.
cloths.
It
with
comes in a
those.
variety of forms.
Oh, okay, 'cause
But
those just
it
say-
is.
Yeah,
When I was reading the MSDS on it, because I was thinking, well, how do I clean my car?
right.
And then I
Wash it or we'll send DES to your house.
Yeah. That's right.
How many are you talking doing a day?
You know, I mean.
We'd be lucky if we could do 2 in a day. I would love my guys to get 2 done in a day. They don't usually, it's usually 1 and a half. Takes 4 to 6 hours. And I'd like to say it takes 4 hours, but truth be known, it probably takes them 6, because it's a slow process.
Now,
It's
you're-
nitpicking.
You're detailing the cars you wanna be trying to sell, is that?
That's the only ones we detail. We do not detail anybody else's car. If you came in, you're not allowed to do that. We don't do it. We don't have time for that.
Well, I was gonna say mine was just as dirty when I left as it was when
Whoops.
I missed another opportunity.
Yeah, no kidding.
And thank you, by the way, both Bob and I enjoyed walking over and seeing the area and
Thank you.
exactly what it was you were going to be doing.
Thank you for coming out.
I think too, Eric, that if you look at number 5 from DES, should he use any new products other than those mentioned, he has to submit the MSDS sheets to DES.
Right.
And they have to review those and approve them. This is one of the most thorough ones I've ever seen, the one that DES did, but then,
Yeah, and I had to go down there with the specs, and we show them to them, and they approve it.
and they do come in, and this is referring to Selectman Dawson's initial letter. They do say that they make plans to come in and do spot checks,
They do.
and that the first one will be done sometime in the spring, so.
On
think
May
that's all
17th
those
at
bases are
12
covered.
noon.
May 17th.
12 noon.
I thought they,
I'm just kidding.
have they ever been to your other place?
Yes, they check. Yeah, being in business nowadays, you're open to all kinds of government agencies that come in all the time. And anytime they come in, they check our books, they check our files, they check everything. That's how it is. Yeah, they have a new guy, the state just hired a bunch of new guys to go around because the state police was doing it, but they figured they could hire other people that weren't state police to come in and check it out. And he had me buy a new headlight aimer, which nobody ever uses, but that was $800. Came back this year, he told me that one was obsolete. And that's somebody told me by last year. But true story. I can't make that stuff up.
Told you that the day after you paid for it.
You didn't have to replace it. Then.
I did. He said, he goes, don't worry though. He goes, we found a place that will give you a new card that you can put inside the machine for $180. So I bought it last year, then I had to buy this new card this year, so
Oh,
it
it
would
was
meet
just
that.
in the program.
No, it's not even a program. It's this metal box. I wish I invented it. It's really quite a simple device. And in the back of the metal box, it has a something that slides in, and that gives you a better idea where the headlights are aimed. So it changes.
What else are you gonna be storing in that garage?
Tires in that garage.
Just tires?
That's
nothing-
all.
No other chemicals, no other
No,
oils or anything
no,
like that?
there's no need for it. There's no maintenance is allowed to be done in that. If you read it, the state goes on to say there's no maintenance can be done in there too.
Because in reading the environmental fact sheet on floor drains, I was just confused. Maybe it's just government speak, but there's a little box in here that says, you know, discharges generally allowed with registration, discharges requiring a permit, and discharges that are not allowed. And so in the middle column, discharges requiring a permit, car washes. So that would be there. And then discharges that are not allowed, floor drains at automotive facilities.
Right.
So is he an automotive facility or is he, and so that was just a
But he doesn't do maintenance.
an automotive facility would be, I
Well,
would
that's
think,
what, I guess I was
garage.
looking for a definition of what do
Right.
they consider to be an automotive facility.
I'm not in your car. Well, I
He
guess.
said from the get-go he wasn't doing any of
You
that.
can't do any maintenance in the same.
No, but-
It'd be very difficult to do them in there anyways. There's no sailing height. I don't know how you do it efficiently. I have a huge facility down the street, I don't need to do it.
Well, that's the other question, why don't you just use the facility down the street instead of,
I need the room for
Maintenance.
mechanics.
He does do maintenance at the other
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I know,
Help for state
but
food.
I'm having some serious concerns about the wetlands and the aquifer right there, so I would like to ask the questions.
Have you, for your own protection, have you done any kind of testing to make sure that the previous owner wasn't putting, pouring his oil down those drains or anything like that?
I didn't see any type of evidence that he was doing anything like that, but no, I haven't.
What did he do there?
He sold motorcycle parts, didn't fix things, but he sold parts, it's Jack Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
knew
sold
him.
parts, he sold
I knew
helmets
his wife
and,
well.
things like that, but.
Yeah.
It was just and if you went upstairs, and it has a little outdoor elevator that goes upstairs that they did, almost looks like they had a table up there that they were doing sewing at some part. Maybe, I don't know what his wife did, she sew or something up there?
No, she worked at Polly's, she was a waitress at Polly's.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe before, I don't know, but there was like a big table up there where you would sew. I don't know,
Maybe leather seats and things like that for the motorcycle.
maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Bags.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Saddlebags and things.
Yeah. No, it was a huge it was a huge table, like you would expect somebody who was gonna sew it at this big spread out table, I don't know what it was used for. The town out where they clean their vehicles.
It's okay.
Is that gonna be a problem?
No.
Because Tim's gonna be running town reports and everything.
Question, clarification. You said that the state can come in randomly, but yeah, in this letter, in number 6, it says that you only, they sample it
Yeah, randomly yearly though, you don't know when
in
they're
May.
coming. Says May?
It says wastewater generated from the wash facility shall be sampled yearly in May for volatile organic compounds using EPA lab method 8260B.
somewhere I found that they do it randomly, but if they're gonna come in May, then they come in May. I thought it was random.
If you look at the letter that Captain Dawson received, from looking for his name.
Mitch Locker.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, if you look at that, that's where it says that they will do spot samples. Mitchell Walker, that one.
Okay, this site will be visible.
They're gonna be watching you, John.
I know. Catherine wrote a little letter and they're gonna watch me twice as good now.
Yeah.
This Mitchell Walker is specifically for groundwater recharge program, I guess. What it says at the bottom with his signature. And it says that sampling the wastewater is an option during that.
Oh, yeah, if they see the soils, they'll sample soils if they see the soils look tainted.
Yeah, it's good, you don't wanna harm the environment.
Right. When did we that?
Okay.
That's very disappointing.
Gonna say the one paper that you got says if you wash fewer than 30 vehicles a week, you wouldn't
I
need
know.
a groundwater. But, you wouldn't need this, at all. Your, what do they call it, a registration that you got for the groundwater?
Yeah, we'll be doing a lot less than 30 cars a week.
Okay, discharge or not.
I just
Right, it's
read
better to
that.
have it though, and to have it out and, you know, be,
Watched.
yeah. I'm not hiding anything here, I'm doing it straight up. This is how it's done across the whole state. All your state agencies that have those garages, for all I know, your town vehicles are washed that way. I mean, everybody has a vehicle in this car, in this place, and we all wash our cars.
Right.
It says here, if you wash fewer than 30 vehicles per week, you may be able to discharge indirectly to groundwater without obtaining a groundwater discharge permit.
I don't think I wanted to come in here in front of you folks without my permit. So I'm much happy to be sitting here in front of you that I've got my permit than saying, oh, I don't need one.
Good idea.
Right.
You don't know if you're gonna do more than 30 cars.
I'll never do more than 30 cars. I can't. I've been running that business for, you just don't, it takes a long time to detail a car,
Yeah,
physically.
it's costly.
Yeah, you know, usually to get a good detailing done on a car with a good coat of wax, you're gonna charge, you know, a couple $100.
It's worth it though.
Right, protects the vehicle.
And you won't be storing anything in the garage other than,
Tires. I have tires stored upstairs. That's all I plan to do.
Where are you gonna store your washing supplies then?
Oh, they get short right there on shelves. I mean, but I mean, there's no like oil gonna be stored there or anything like that. If that's what you're asking. Obviously, I have to have Simple Green that's stored in there, and we have rags that are stored in there, and we have. You know,
What do you have tires stored in there for?
You know what happens is that this is gonna sound crazy, but if I have so many tires that have changed at my place, we actually pay to give them away. And some are really good, like you'll have 2 good ones and 2 lousy ones, but you end up putting 4 on the car. So I'll keep those 2 in case somebody needs them for something else. I resell them, $15, $25 a piece. Do you need some tires too?
No, that's what they do up at the big tire companies. don't they?
Yeah. What they do is they come in and they'll charge me $1.50 to take care of the tires, and then they sort through them themselves and keep the good ones out. And the old ones sometimes they'll recap them, sometimes they shred them, sometimes they'll do all kinds of different uses for tires, used tires. They chop
They
them
use
up.
them for fill, the state uses them for fill.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
They put netting around them, have you seen it when they blow out the granite?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. They'll use it for, in case they're doing explosive things, they make blankets out of it. There's another use for them too, and I can't recall what it was, but they chop them up into little bits and they reuse them that way.
Athletic fields, right?
They use them for
Paving, huh?
mulch.
Athletic fields?
they make mulch
Indoor
out
horse
of-
arena.
Yeah, to make mulch.
Yeah.
You should have done
No.
it. You don't use those?
No.
They use it in the bottom of playgrounds, they grind it up
Yeah.
into little
use that.
bits. And they use it for the playground, so if the kids fall off the swings, they bounce.
Hopefully.
No, but it makes a nice soft surface, so they have less, damage done to,
Yeah, to the
broken
kids, yeah,
arms.
right. You have less broken arms. Not that we're gonna get rid of them, we're just gonna have less of them.
Right. And now you can buy it as a mulch for
Yeah,
your
I know.
flower garden.
A mulch?
A mulch,
Yes.
it's sold
You
at all.
put rubber in your
Yes.
garden?
Go and look in all the stores.
You have a
It's
permit for
mulch
that?
now. Well, that's just what I'm saying, we
As a
have
petroleum
permits if you're a
project.
business, you have to register it, but if you're a homeowner, you can just throw it anywhere.
Yeah, let's do something.
Alright.
I don't think they do anything to it, they think they just grind it up.
It doesn't decompose?
Any other,
That's a petroleum product, right?
any other discussion regarding this car wash?
No,
Any questions?
no.
Any comments from the public? There being no public, there are no comments.
Alright. I would like to make a motion, to, let me get what case now?
Here,
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to approve case number Planning Board 14-02 with the following conditions. There will be no maintenance done at this site. And when I say maintenance, there's no car maintenance, meaning no oil changes, no changing parts, and no brake jobs, whatever you want to call it. All the conditions that are listed on the DES registration that they approved on both sides, all the conditions listed will be as our conditions as well. I would like to see a maintenance plan for your drainage, your oil water separator. And when it's completed, you can drop a copy off at the town so we can put it in your file. And I would also like to say compliance with state fire codes, only because I know they're gonna wanna come by and see where you have your cleaning supplies and just make sure that everything is safe,
That's fine.
okay?
Very reasonable.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Pleasure.
try to pay attention.
I will protect the environment.
Very best.
I know.
I hope so, because we know where you live.
I don't.
I'm in a glass dome on Route 3, anytime you wanna find me.
No
And I have
kidding.
your cell phone number.
That's right. And you can share that with anybody you want.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh.
I wouldn't want to.
No, I just.
I don't do that, I don't do that even with close friends. I say, let me call them and have them call you.
Oh, I do that, even with, you know, I'll make sure
Yeah.
that they know that you want to, and
they
they'll
say
contact
yes.
me.
You need to know you can go in.
All right.
Stay warm.
Nice meeting you.
All right, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Okay, so when's the next project, John?
I don't even, I can't take the stress. I don't
Oh, come on, you like coming to see us.
Good
know.
night.
Thank you, I'm gonna miss you. When you were here last time?
This is my last planning board meeting and then town meeting,
Okay.
then I'm no
Especially
longer.
somebody like that.
Or a planning board member.
Or planning board, right?
No.
You gotta change your mind.
That's right.
Yeah, I guess after the, I'll let you go when we get our new.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Well, Joe's the alternate, so he's reelected.
Did you guys all?
All right. Continuing on to other business. Approval of the, or review and approval of the February 14th, 2014 minutes.
I have one correction.
Oh, February what?
11th, 2014.
Okay.
I have one correction. Unless I have been demoted when no one has told me, I am the vice chair, not Elaine Grace.
We may
Oh, that's on the
break this
agenda,
somehow.
right?
And also,
It's on the minute, in the minutes.
the only thing that I wanted changed was up at the top near, let me see what page, I'm on page 2. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th paragraph down. It says, motion by Mrs. Plessner to accept the application. I always say, as it appears to be substantially correct. And that wasn't put in there, or substantially complete. So, and that was the only thing that I saw.
Where
I
is
think-
that?
Right up on the second page, the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th little paragraph where it starts, Mr. Bernard signed the application.
Okay.
And then I put, it says motion by Mrs. Plessner to accept the application, and I added, as it appeared to be substantially complete.
Okay.
Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs in the bottom on the first page.
First page?
Here's one. Yeah, the last sentence. If a permit for shoreline protection would be needed, comma, was speculated on. It was just need instead of needed.
It's quite fragmented, too.
Yeah.
Mm.
You've got mail.
And then 2 more down, Mr. Rice indicated it would be, it would be, which should be put in there, located at a further spot in the building.
Mr. Rice.
Second one from the bottom, on the front page.
Page 1?
Yes.
Second, okay, yes, I see it, all right. Would be located at the furthest spot,
Yes.
yeah, from the building from the non-landscape area.
If we could change that one about the speculated on, why can't we say, it was speculated as to whether a permit for shoreline protection would be needed.
We're discussed.
Okay, yeah, all
That
right.
was speculated, is really the right word.
Fourth one up.
Deliberated.
Okay,
Fourth one up.
Discuss.
Where I put
Big word.
needed.
yep,
Okay.
I make a motion to accept the minutes as corrected.
second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Let's see, correspondence, purple folder. All right, in the old correspondence file, we have a letter from Captain Dawson. I think we're all familiar with it.
Same one.
Same one. This is 822 Laconia Road.
I can tell what I heard just today on it if you want.
Sure, is this from today?
No. My understanding is that there was a response has since been sent to the town, and it's sort of a select board matter now. Where it's become
I
kind
don't
of.
know if it can be entered and discussed yet, or can it not be?
Well, the selectmen have not discussed it yet. I mean, I would say if you want to discuss something about the attorney, that you should have an attorney.
Well, this is just a letter, this is just a letter.
I mean, if you want to talk about it,
Who's
you
it
could
addressed
just
to?
take a little
This is,
recess.
you know, this is just, from Joyce to Augusta, or, for some reason this was sent to my home email, Joyce, and this is from Scott McGuffin too.
No, I don't think that should be read in public.
Yeah,
Yeah, just have a recess and you can
Okay.
have an attorney-client, what the attorney said to you. Okay?
all right, so I guess we'll take a little recess. All those in favor?
Yes?
Aye.
All right.
Okay.
All right. This is, so, just it. This is from the Department of Environmental Services. Tilton School, this is Tilton School Lawrence Parcel Athletic Facility.
Mm-hmm.
Based upon the revised plans application approved on February 19, 2014, we are hereby issuing an alteration of terrain permit. It is subject to the following conditions. Activity shall not cause or contribute to any violations of the surface water quality standards established in Administrative Rule ENV-WQ 1700. You must submit revised plans for permit amendment prior to any changes in construction details or sequences. You must notify the department in writing within 10 days of a change in ownership. You must note number 3. You must notify the department in writing prior to the start of construction and upon completion of construction. Forms are available at, there's a website listed. 4, the approved plans last received on January 31st, 2014, and supporting documentation in the permit file are a part of this approval. 5, this permit expires on February 19th, 2019. No earth moving activity shall occur on the project after the expiration date unless the permit has been extended by the department. If requesting an extension, the request must be received by the department before the permit expires. Again, the amendment request form is available at the website. Number 6, this permit does not relieve the applicant from the obligation to obtain other local, state, or federal permits that may be required. For example, from the U.S. EPA, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, etc. Projects disturbing over 1 acre may require a federal stormwater permit from the EPA. Information regarding this permitting process can be obtained at the website given. And number 7, no construction activity shall occur until a wetland permit is obtained from the department, if applicable. So I guess there'll be a lot of digging going on come the spring once the snow's gone. This is, this is the request to table, I guess.
Just for your information, they're really asking for a continuance, not to table. Generally, when we table things, we're pushing it aside, we're not going to deal with it. Period. So, in this particular case, he asked for a table, but I don't think he really.
Well, I think at a table you can request a specific date.
Yes, but it's usually easier if they just ask for, or you say they're asking for a continuance.
Okay. So
When you
that's-
table something, usually you're trying to get rid of it.
Right.
Well, we'll find out on March 12th. New Hampshire Department of Transportation driveway permit for Winter Street residents.
Yeah.
Permission is granted to construct or alter a driveway adjoining Winter Street.
Yes, thank you.
What number?
.11 miles north of Deer Street, on the east side of Winter Street.
Yep.
It's an Andover address, Winter
Oh,
Street.
yeah.
Oh, lot 18, I don't know what that means, but, so,
Is there a name on it?
John Henderson.
He's an investor.
I don't know.
Trying to think of it.
Okay.
Doesn't give us street number.
No.
Who's this from?
No pictures?
No, this is just like a general.
It's lot 18, does it give a map on lot on the front?
Tax map R17 lot 18.
You can look it up, Sandy.
Yep.
So many people always moving in and moving out, so.
Who's that who's next to you that has no trespassing and everything?
Oh, Tebow.
What did you do?
Calls the cops when they park in his driveway. When we were having our driveway drive last year, I pulled in his driveway. Everybody does it. They pull in each other's driveway when they're getting plowed. And he came out and gave us a
Winter, there's lot 18, it's right there on that curve, you know, the sharp curve by the school,
Oh,
Yeah.
where the,
Oh, okay.
where the field is?
Which one is
Yeah.
it? 18?
18 right there, that little lot,
Oh, is that little, is like a brick house or something?
Yes.
Okay.
That, and it's the yellow brick house.
yeah, it always looked like floor linoleum or something to me.
Yeah, it's been for sale for a long time, and
Yeah,
then
but
it,
it has sold,
and then the
apparently.
for sale sign came down, but it's back up again.
What's the,
Oh,
oh,
They
that's
just
16.
back
That's
up, I didn't
the-
notice that.
Sorry.
Hadn't been out.
I was looking the wrong way, I was going up to 16.
Okay.
In
My
Alpha,
eyes.
where he flips, he
Get
doesn't,
along.
he does his stuff just very solid.
There's two, I think there's two,
The first one he did.
Is this his sign back up on the house again? I thought it was, maybe not. Always walk with your
Lot 14 on that is my old portion.
Excuse me?
The lot 14 on that map is my old portion.
Is it,
Yeah.
now is it, do they have horses there now?
We have, our next piece is from, the Tilton Conservation Commission, from Chuck Mitchell, RE 51 Tilton Road. The Conservation Commission had the opportunity to review the proposed development of 51 Tilton Road by Granite State Credit Union. When they have completed the stormwater management plan, we have requested we have requested they give us a copy so that we may review it and comment if needed. Since the stormwater management plans for the project have not yet been finalized, we do not have any comments or recommendations to make at this time. Thank you. Oh, another one from the Tilton Conservation Commission, 304 Laconia Road. The Conservation Commission received additional information. Is this the one with the building right close?
And then we just got through
We just got,
continuing,
Yeah, okay. The Conservation Commission received additional information and again reviewed the proposed plans for this property at their regularly scheduled meeting on February 17, 2014, and has the following comments and concerns relative to this project. Number one, they would like to see the building located further away from the wetlands than the proposed 6 feet. We feel it is important to know the level of the water table at the rear corners of the building and also where the proposed detention pond is to be located. Number three, it is important that the contents of the 2 underground tanks be identified and then the tanks removed utilizing the appropriate best practices. Number 4, the 2 existing wells need to be capped appropriately. Number 5, the area around the detention pond should be fenced. Number 6, the proposed site plan should include a maintenance plan for the detention pond with someone assigned the responsibility for carrying out the plan. Number 7, the size of the septic system needs to be determined based upon potential uses by any occupants on the property. Number 8, during the construction phase of the proposed building, including excavation activities, pouring a footing / foundation, and then installing drainage around the foundation, it would seem difficult, if not impossible, to negatively impact the adjacent wetland. Number 9, we would hope that all conditions specified in the ZBA case number 11-04 will be implemented in addition to our above concerns. If approved as proposed, this project will set a negative precedent for future projects and make a mockery of the town of Tilton's 20-foot wetland buffer ordinance. The commission has serious concerns about the size of the project, which requires granting exceptions and conditions to proceed on a small lot with wetlands. Thank you for your attention to our concerns. I guess, can we make sure that that winds up in the file for that one, for them?
Yes.
You sent us all a copy of that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. As well as Steve Smith.
This is 822 Laconia Road.
That's the one we just got to talk
Yeah.
about.
They're just waiting for a reply. This is to Terrain Planning and Design, Cindy Reinhardt. To whom it may concern, this letter is to inform you that property owners within your town are applying to the Department of Environmental Services in the state of New Hampshire for renovations and improvements to their property. Winnisquam Resort Condominium Association, owners of property located at 650 Laconia Road, are planning on making improvements to their site. A plan of these improvements is enclosed for your review. All work is to be performed in a manner consistent with the rules and regulations set forth by the state of New Hampshire and local municipality. If you have questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me at 603-491-2322 or eric@terrainplanning.com. Respectively submitted, Eric R. Buck, landscape architect. Is that the roadway? Is that roadway?
I don't know, did they do?
650 Laconia Road.
Have to look it up.
It says US Route 3, and then it says Lake Winnisquam, so no, I'm assuming that it's not it.
650 Laconia, all right, let me look it up.
Beach.
Hmm?
650, well, 822.
Well, I know
650
that's
seems
what-
awfully close, it'd have to be down a little bit
Yeah,
further.
that's we can avoid some.
All right,
It's showing Lake Winnisquam though, but Lake Winnisquam would be on the odd side of the road.
Oh, I know, well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, because 822 is even side.
Right.
Oh, Shalimar.
oh, okay, it's the Shalimar.
Shalimar.
That's what, let me go and check.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the-
Shalimar, it is, right here. It's the Shalimar.
Oh, okay. I was thinking the Anchorage in my head,
Yeah.
so apparently they're gonna do something.
Probably update their room, figure that way out.
Oh, it's the property,
This is a landscape.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I heard it's selling.
Yes, the gentleman was in the other day, right
Right.
after you left, I got him some materials, and he came back, no, he was here when you were here, and
Right,
then
okay.
you left and he came back,
So
Look
you
at the
okay.
landscape plan though, because it
Yeah.
says existing
Somebody's buying
conditions.
it?
yes,
And then page
Spinosa's
two.
are selling it?
yes.
Usually how that goes when somebody buys it. They're all gonna make it together.
Huh.
That was a big property.
I guess.
You're gonna back
Kidding me?
Carry
How
on
much
down.
it buys it? Spinosa's.
This is from Cleveland Waters and Bass. This is South Bay Resort Condominium Subdivision Site Plan Approval. This is for the plans
That's
for,
their floor plan, right?
it's just, there's 2 copies of it.
All right, well, let's look at it.
All right. Nice brass paper. It looks like
cottages.
the cottages, the floor plans of the
Yep.
cottages.
Yep. Yep. And that's just still the same one that they showed us in the original site plan. That was the unit that they were buying. Let's see what else. This must be the house.
Sorry,
Oh, I said send it on over.
this is, second floor plan, covered porch, I think that is the house.
This is
Yeah,
the
that's
house,
the house
yes.
right there.
There should be 4 units.
This is proposed unit 5,
There's 4,
that's 4.
1.
What is proposed unit 5?
Well, this is the jet ski building.
Oh, okay, okay.
You're gonna make that into a
1.
unit.
Well, according to, let me get the plan out. That is a condo unit, but I didn't think it was supposed to be commercial
Habitable,
space.
yeah.
I didn't think it was supposed to be either.
Well, it was supposed to
It's
be commercial.
commercial space. It is counted as a unit,
Right.
condo unit, but it's
Not a
commercial.
residential.
It says
Oh,
commercial.
here's unit 4, steps to second floor, unit 4.
Yeah.
Where's unit 4, okay. So, here's a common area, laundry
That's
room.
5.
Oh, that's unit 5, which
That's
is
fine.
right there. So we have 1,
I was under the impression the house only had 4 units in it.
I don't see a 4. I don't see a unit 3, oh, here's unit 3 right here,
Unit
Okay,
four, yeah.
yeah.
right 3, this little area here.
Where's this unit 4?
No, here's unit 3 right here, I missed it.
Yeah.
It's 636 square feet total. Unit
So
tear,
4,
unit 2,
4 and 5.
4 and 5 are upstairs.
I thought it was supposed to be a 4 unit. I thought we
I
were
thought
having
it
an
was
issue with
too.
it being a 5 unit.
Well,
Thought we went
the
to
5th unit is that,
storage.
So there's only 4
No,
in the
it's-
house.
in the
Yeah.
house there's
Oh,
4.
okay, all right.
The,
And the house is 4?
yeah,
Yeah.
the jet ski building is it's referred to as unit 1,
Uh-huh.
but it says jet ski rental building underneath
Right.
it. And then there's 4 units, 2 on the first floor and 2 on the second floor. Units 2 and 3 are on the, what they refer to as units 2 and 3 are on the first floor, and what they refer to as units 4 and 5 are on the second floor.
Okay.
But was that jet ski building part of that original plan?
Yes, it was. I was looking to see if it was in the drawer here.
No.
She's been all pretty. She was What?
In Whisper.
What's this area? Oh, this is the building, yeah, so you can just take this.
Yeah, I'm just having a time out today. I'm looking at her. Looking at her. Working on it, but I stopped driving for the state. Just said, you know, sitting around being involved with people here.
The final page is just, section This is unit 1, so this is that. The top row is that condo, that jet ski building.
Okay, this is the different units. This was 2, 3, 4, and 5, units 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 4 units in the house.
Yeah.
Down here is where the jet ski building,
Yeah.
and that's
Okay.
1.
Yeah.
So then it goes 2, 3, 4, 5, and it goes on around. But now, on the original plan, it said that this was a commercial, not residential. It said that this would be a commercial.
Are they asking to change it to residential?
Huh?
Are they asking to change it to residential on anything here?
No, they don't have, well, they show it on there, but it's not shown as anything other than a
Right.
box.
Yeah.
If there's any notes that it.
Let's see. This sheet is showing the typical floor plans and elevations for units 6 through 25. And I don't see any notes.
There's not gonna be any notes on that they're referring to. What did you find, something that had a note?
No,
No.
just this page is here. All these notes here refer to this page,
Mm-hmm.
and this page is for the additional units that are
Right,
that are up behind.
yeah, in phase 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people they can squeeze into that meeting.
Suspended's gonna be.
Would it be in the minutes if that was supposed to be not?
Well, it is,
Are you talking about how many units it's approved, the building is approved for?
Well, there's two buildings. There's a building that's very close to the road that they used to rent jet skis out of.
yeah,
And we just wanna make sure that they're not making that residential. It's supposed to say commercial property, that particular building. And then there's a house in the middle of the hill that has 4 units.
yeah, see, this is the way it was approved. See, there's that little building and it
Yeah,
says commercial
commercial.
building.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what he wants. You mind if I continue on with the correspondence?
no, you go right ahead.
This is from Environmental Services, your feedback, because you're a subscriber. So we'll be sending out a brief survey in the mail. They want to hear about it. The New Hampshire DES Drinking Water and Groundwater Bureau. So watch for that survey.
Okay. I think that's related to the driveway permit that you are,
It doesn't look like that.
so it may not be relevant.
This is just a letter saying that they received it. It's for, one driveway entrance on Winter Street, and then what is this?
Something.
This is South Bay. This must be just a small version of it.
Looks like the
File
same
copy.
thing.
Yeah. And that's it.
Oh, sure.
No.
And then that's all the correspondence. Then we have other business signed Mylars for 14-03.
This size pie.
I'm spreading out now.
Wanna try and get on this table, or should?
Yep, you can get out of the way, yeah. We'll leave it.
You need a Sharpie, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, looks nice.
is that the
It's the
boundary
Scout
line?
Merge.
Yeah, the Scout Body Navy Trust. I always thought Packard.
You excited? What?
Packard, like Packard. Where we sign it?
Oh,
there we go.
chair and secretary, and yeah, I think there's 2 Mylars and a couple papers, 2 or 3 papers.
What's today's date?
I know. I
25th.
would have to sign the one paper here.
25th.
Somebody told me a story.
D.
Big fat Sharpie there.
Oh, shut. You go open the door, I'll kick it in, girlfriend. I don't like that, like the curls.
Oh, I just did that.
You need to spell your name, you.
No, I wrote the date wrong.
E.
I have the date wrong on one of them. Okay.
I'm gonna date this first.
Yeah.
2/25/14.
There you go.
He doesn't wanna do it again.
Well, these ones are more important than the other ones.
So you want me to date the one, oh, you already did.
You're dating it right, don't follow my lead.
Okay.
You did put 14, right?
Yeah, I
You
did,
did put-
but I
You
put
just
two
put
1425 on one of them though. It's European.
Sort of. Yeah, right.
The second month of the year of our Lord, 2014, on the 25th day.
What is that, Kevin?
Sure.
Oh, it's a glorious position.
We've been elevated to vice chair though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I
good.
didn't,
You're never gonna live that down.
I didn't write those minutes.
Those are the ones Johanna did, remember?
Oh boy, wait till I go to the sewer department. Early morning sewer department visit.
There you go. Yeah, he did that backwards.
Wow. Year 25.
Oh, boy.
Hey, listen,
Oh, look.
I'm still writing 13 on everything. So.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've really paid attention to.
Yeah, I've been doing the same thing, I just, 14, 14, 14, that's it.
Mine is
There's only one thing wrong with that, I put 2, 14, 14 now.
Oh.
That's it. Good, good.
All right. Thank you.
That all we have to do?
think so? Oh,
Well done.
Who's got it?
There he is.
any other
Right,
business that anyone has to bring before this board?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Never anyone opposed.
Get that. Is there ever
An adjournment?
I don't know. You never know.
Who would oppose that?
Red
No,
button.
one time I did because I had to tell the board something and I didn't, we needed to do it while we were in session.
I've cut this out, we're all set, right?
Yes. The red light's still
Permission.
blinking though.
I just
something
wanted to say to all of you, it's been a real pleasure working with all of you.
Oh, this is it?
And yes,
Thank you.
because
Oh,
election,
yeah, 'cause, yeah, we have election next,
yeah,
our next meeting is in 1 month and 1 day.
25th, yeah.
Oh, no, one.
That's like the
But
11th
anyway,
is
I'm
our
sure
meeting,
that
right?
you'll get whoever takes my place will be, you'll have to teach them what to do.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I'll be back. But just not right now, you have a full board,
No.
so you don't really.
Oh, maybe. Maybe my phone is.
Mine sneezes, that's all I
I
know.
have to shut down.
Yeah, that was my.
Oh, no.
No, it's,